Hey everybody, welcome back to Monday Kick of the Pants. Here a few minutes late. Apologies for that. Thanks for your patience. I was running a little late from another meeting, headed out to lunch. Okay, so welcome back, y'all. Same time, same place every week, right? Monday Kick in the Pants. Angela Fallon here, always bringing you a gentle push each week to help you level up in your life, fill you with a little dose of Monday motivation and provide tips to accelerate your life and your career success. So, we've gone over quite a few things in the last, this is our fifth week of how to save money on travel. We talked about setting a budget and sticking to it and tracking expenses. We talked about lodging, how to save money with food, how to save money with entertainment. And today I just have three other tips that are just kind of universal that I really wanted to share with you all and then wrap up this whole series of how to save money on travel. With these tips, I hope they've been helpful for you, and I hope that you've found value out of them. And I really just like teaching you all some of the things that I've learned over the time. There's plenty others, and I love the ones that you guys have been sharing in the comments, whether you're coming in on LinkedIn or YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is. It's always good to see your input, and I always appreciate the likes and the subscribes and all of the above. It's always appreciated. So thanks for doing that, and always keep it coming. I appreciate it. So today is the last day for this session, and we'll start a new series next Monday, the second week of April. But so the last three things I have for you all today, like I said, it's kind of universal. One thing that people probably don't realize is that a simple search for common tourist scams anywhere you're going, even like New York City, Milan, Florence, anywhere, Nairobi. Look up simple search, just search in whatever your favorite search engine is. Common tourist scams in, and then wherever you're going. Maybe you're going to three different cities in Europe. Maybe you're going to multiple places in Japan, whatever. Look for common tourist scams and you'd be surprised what pops up. I just looked up a few just for giggles, some of the places I've been, like Milan and Rome. And it's kind of interesting to me how the things that are there that I never even saw while I was there, but it's interesting to see those things. So just go and do a search for common tourist scams and wherever you're at. And then the other thing I have here is ask locals what things should be priced, especially for transportation. One of the most common scams people get is like cabs. Honestly, just about everywhere I've been, whether it's Italy, New York, um, not necessarily Japan, but yeah, Italy, New York, the UK for sure. You got to make sure you know where you're going. And honestly, I pull up my phone and will start looking at where I should be going based on using like the Waze app and then where the person's driving me going. Then I may ask questions. It seems like you're going this way, and I thought we were headed the other way. Sometimes I may ask things like that just to kind of see. Uh, the other thing about asking locals about prices is they may be able to tell you, you know what, if you get somewhere and it's cold and you're not wearing a hat, like a beanie or something, hey, what does this normally cost on the street? They're like, well, you could go here or you could, walk 2 or 3 blocks and get help with that somewhere else. One time I was in San Francisco and I found it's like a Marshalls or something like that, and I was able to find something really inexpensive to wear on the marathon I was running the next day, and it was really helpful that I just happened to run into that. Maybe it's a Ross, I don't know. Anyways, it was awesome. The fact that I didn't have to go buy something from one of the vendors on the street that was obviously going to be more expensive than I needed to. You kind of get taken advantage of that way, right? So do a simple search of common tourist scams and then ask locals for what prices should cost, especially in transit. In fact, that's one of the scams that you can get whenever you're in Italy, even in Milan and Florence and Rome, some of the bigger train stations. If someone offers to help you, sometimes it seems nice, but if it's someone that's been kind of standing around for a while, they're probably not going to help you. Look it up. Just look it up. Okay, so those are the first two. And then the last one I have for you, and this is definitely universal. Don't be afraid to bargain. Any street vendor that is offering you something at a price, sometimes it can be 2 or 3 times more than what you could buy just about anywhere else. 2 or 3 times, believe it or not. Um, I don't even remember what we started off with, but my husband bought some dishes when we were in Jerusalem, and the guy he was talking to, honestly, they're really pretty dishes. I'm gonna be honest. They have fish and bread loaves on them, and they look mosaic, but they're not mosaic. They're just ceramic. But my husband, I guess the guy started at like $31 a plate, and I think eventually we paid something like 4, 7 a plate, something like that, maybe less. I don't know. It was right before we were about to go on a tour, and he ended up carrying those plates the whole time with him in the backpack he had. I don't know why we went shopping for plates. We didn't need plates. Whatever. I think my husband just likes to bargain. But don't be afraid to bargain. It's always an option. Always an option to bargain. Don't take the first price you get. Always ask for something less. Even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, only ask for something slightly less if that's what makes you feel right. Don't be afraid to walk away. So that all kind of wraps up into the same one of don't be afraid to bargain and don't be afraid to walk away. Especially if it's something common. Like I said, there's been times I've gotten to New York and one of my kids didn't have mittens or lost their mittens or a mitten and or didn't have a beanie or whatever, and we just stop at one of the little side vendors and ask, what does something run? And they may say $9. I'm like, all right, well, we'll just go check another place. And as soon as you start walking away, the price may go down. It might go down. So these may seem like common things, but some people actually don't know that the price isn't always the price and everything is for bargain. Um, Honestly, I know people who bargain within stores even. My dad's like that, buying furniture at like a Haverty's. If you don't know what a Haverty's is. So those are the top three things that some of the things that I wanted to make sure and share with you all as well. And I hope, again, I hope this is beneficial for you all to go through these 5 weeks. I can't believe we went through 5 weeks on how to save money on travel. And again, this is just like the tip of the iceberg. You guys can go look up lots of other ways to go save money on travel. There's lots of places out there that have, 60, 70 tips on how to do it. Now, they're probably a little more detailed and may roll up into some of these items, but there's a lot of ways you can save money on travel. And again, same thing with prices. You can shop around with prices with a lot of things. I don't always recommend it with airfare just because the more you look at a certain set of flights, sometimes the more expensive they get because the software is actually pretty smart with different airlines. So I hope this is beneficial for you all. And I always want to remind you that we have a closed group. It's a closed community that we have called the Clarity Mastermind community. I've had to quit caffeine. That's like a whole story, but I've had to quit caffeine and the last few days have been struggling. Like I didn't have brain fog already. Here it is in full effect. But we do have a group called Clarity Mastermind, and it's where a bunch of mostly ladies. There's a few courageous men that have joined the group as well, but we are a group of ladies that spend time together. We do training. We had a networking event last week, and thanks to y'all who came. It was nice to catch up with people. And for those we missed, hopefully we'll see you next time. But we're in a group. Everybody in there are high performers. Everyone's high achieving women, and again, a few men. But and we're in there to level each other up, and it's an excellent community. And I'm proud to be a part of it. Proud to be the founder of it, and it's a great group. And if that's something that is of interest to you, we actually just finished up some training on management styles. That's still going to be in there through the end of the week, and then I'm going to bring it down and probably kind of remaster it or whatever, and then put it out as a course. That's going to be up for sale in probably about a month or so. It takes a little bit to go back and do that. But the other thing but you want to get into the Clarity Mastermind group, just drop the word clarity below and we'll get you in there. And then the other announcement I really had to share with you all is that I opened up a couple additional one-on-one coaching slots. So if that's something you've been thinking about and, I've had people on the wait list for a while, and I didn't have availability for some time because I was traveling quite a bit for work. I have a couple of slots available now. I think I have 3 left. I have 3 slots available for one-on-one coaching. It's actually every other week, or basically 2 weeks out of the month for 4 months. And so if that's something you're interested in, just message me, or drop a note below about coaching, and I'll reach out to you. So I hope that was a benefit to you all. The last 5 weeks of how to save money on travel. And again, I'm always open to your input too. So if you guys have other ways that you save money on travel, please drop them below. And as always, thanks for the likes and the love and the subscribes. And I will see you all next week. But don't forget that if you are feeling overwhelmed or behind, you're in the right place and it's the right time. You'll have a great week.